Okay, so let's go ahead and start work on lighting inside. Here is what's happening. It will have a hard time to work on lighting using sunlight. So for this specific, I want to just take sunlight and put it under. So we have a total darkness. Okay, no lights. And next we'll start working with other light sources. We'll go and create first the point light quadrant. This will represent our light for the campfire or whatever. Okay, we'll go create, put it down right here by the ground. Okay, and I want to also move it so we just a little bit can see in this area. Okay, we'll go create new layer. Let's move it layer up. I'll call it light. Okay, let's go. Also remember, if you don't have a snapshot or backup enabled, remember to always go ahead and click and save your work on the steps. I do recommend for you to check our Discovering Vue 11 tutorials so you can set up your backup options much easier. Okay, and we'll take this light now and moving inside the light, the option. Okay, so next we can call this fire, so we're kind of knowing. Okay, so will be our main fire. What I want to do is actually modify slightly color on this, so we have a little bit more yellow color. Set to 5, very short. The reason is why, because I want to use volumetric lighting on this, and volumetric will produce this kind of nice effect, glowing, so it's where fire will exist by itself. And we'll take after post and we'll add some fire flames going right here around this area. It will be located right this area. Okay, let me actually maybe create a little bit more and pop up to 10. Let's see how the 10 will look. Again, we will work with those values, and most important, we will work with a relighting system, which is very powerful inside the Vue. Okay, so we'll set this right here, maybe just slightly on the side. A little bit lower. Okay, next light, what I want to do, I want to create one more light to light up trees just a little bit above to give it overall feeling. So we'll have it one more light right here. We'll go set this maybe to the 10, and we'll set the color as well, maybe around this color. Okay, let's go to color lights tree filler. So you can see we start controlling, add some lights. Couple things right here. This is kind of going on the tree on the side. Let me preview again, and it's create nice shadow going, which we can do after, but it doesn't give a dimension on this tree, maybe that tree as well. So what I'm going to do, I like this light but I want to keep it. I'm going to edit object, and influence I will say all object except that mark below, and I will just disable these two trees, so it's one kind of affect them. Okay, let's click OK. We'll have it fire, same things. Okay, only object, we'll disable these two trees. Okay, let me see if it's this. No, actually this one too. We need enable, so let's click OK here. We want to enable these trees, but we want to disable these two. So you'll notice lighting kind of won't affect this one. Okay, let me preview. And I notice I maybe select actually the wrong one, so easy if we actually name it. these will be left tree, will be much easier to find them this way, and right tree. Okay, and right here, yep, we says all object except, so influence set properly on this one. We'll go select this one as well. Okay, and this as well, so they'll select it properly. Let's also change in atmosphere settings cloud radiosity, so I can see how the light will start affecting them. Okay, we have this in this tree. Okay, there are also other things. Be sure to we don't need to use indirect lighting when we start rendering, so that will be okay. Let me click to preview. Yeah, we can see trees very well going here. Next, what I want to do is reapply some of those effect on the trees. For this, I'm going to create new light. So I just copy, and I will call this right tree. So we kind of know it will affect right tree. We'll go to edit this object, and I will say it's none, only object and mark below, and I'm going to select the right tree. So it's meaning this light will affect only this tree. Okay, you can see right here kind of already affecting. Let me take a little bit down. So in this case we can control, we can take this tree and kind of position so we have a little bit more dimension, maybe pull up. Right here lighting. Okay, I'm going to copy this one and we'll actually rename this to the left tree. So this is tree is too dark, but I want to bring something more interesting to this, so we'll create another tree right here, another light, edit, and right here instead, right, we'll go left tree. So, and of course if we bring closer, you can see we start lighting up this tree as well, so it will give it us kind of nice shape around here. So let me bring closer. Okay, and alpha map, we can just disable it for now, so he doesn't cast any shadows on our trees. Okay, let's go click preview. Okay, we can see right here we have nice lightings going. So we have a little bit more dimensions start pop up. Again, right now I'm very rough set up them. We obviously want to probably work a little bit more on a coloring, you know, to set all these effects. Probably increase softness as well to the lighting. Okay, so right here it's just set up. Next, let's set up lights to light up our back scenery. So for this one, again, we'll create one more light. I'm going to put this little bit above, right camera, a little bit above. This will be actually our nighttime light. So we'll set slightly bluish. Okay, and let's decreasing as well. So this one is, you'll notice it's given us kind of like night sky lighting to going. Except I want to separate because I want to bring maybe a little bit more or less intensity. So for this light, let's call blue light. Okay, I want to actually increase strong, a little bit more blue production, blue light for this one. We can again pop up a little bit higher and copy lights. We create a bare light. This bare light, it will be just only affecting those characters for this one. So we'll go to edit this object, none, only object marked below, and I'm just going to select this none of 3 of them. So in this case, if I want to affect, this will be bring lighting and affect just only these characters. So in that case, it's helped me to kind of initiate, bring them out a little bit more out of the scenery with some lighting effect. Again, this is just a rough preset right now, so we'll maybe rework a little bit more in a second. Okay, so this is set, and next what I want to do, it is probably add a little bit more lighting to our trees right here. It's kind of, I think it's hiding away a little bit, and the overall ground become a little bit light, not enough shade. Let's fix this. We'll create a plane. Okay, we'll post it right here, and this plane is kind of make for us cover. If you work with photography or other things, you'll notice sometimes you have bounced boards where you can kind of select and position them, and you can see we're adding this shadow right here. So we kind of start, and I want to put this shadow mostly going on the ground a little bit below right here, so we'll go readjusting a little bit more. Okay, going on transparency, pop slightly transparent so we don't have it absolute dark, but kind of. Okay, let's preview. Okay, so let's click OK, and we can see right here now this other light. I want to, so we have the light for our bears. We can bring this little bit down so we can control without bouncing, and we'll bring, see, we can bring those characters a bit more in. Okay, maybe right here we'll position the second better. The next light, actually I want copy, but this light will be going front plant. Okay, and let's modify it. Okay, I want select, but I want that tree that we have it. So in our this one, just select for our that tree. Okay, let's pop up. You notice right here we start bringing out the tree. It's maybe a little bit too bright, so let me set to 5. But on this case we give it this extra nice lighting effect, so it will kind of start standing out. You see that because shadows and effects, so we add this additional dimension. It's kind of a little trick to do. So we add dimension, add the layering inside the dark and a little bit light, so give it all this nice perspective at this point. Okay, so we have it lighting roughly preset. Okay, let's go to atmosphere editing at this point. I'm going to rework a little bit on the effect, even we don't have it ambient, but I want to disable anyway. Go to sun, we don't need this one. Sky and fog, we can pop up a little bit more on the overall lighting, but again, this is one effect that matched all. Okay, so click OK on lighting. Okay, this is very rough settings. We may want to create additional overall light somewhere, but I think this is good beginning, and we'll start a little bit more tweaking with the lights in the next tutorial.